ago. It's great for us to be back in New Orleans. This is the 5th Sugar Bowl that we've personally been to, and our 3rd at Alabama. And we've always been treated first class by the city of New Orleans, the people on the All-State Sugar Bowl, the committee, all the people who make this, one of the most prestigious bowl games, in the country. And no doubt our entire team, everybody that's involved with our team, players, coaches, families, supporters, fans, are all excited to be back in New Orleans. We're very proud of what this team was able to accomplish this year. Certainly deserve the opportunity to be in a BCS bowl game. Our senior class has won, won 60 games, I think, in the last 5 years, and have had some very good success in bowl games, which the challenge for us is to continue that success for them and our team and the future of our program. We're very impressed that we have 28 seniors, 28 players who have already graduated that will participate in this bowl game, which may be one of the most in the country of anybody. We look forward to a great matchup with the University of Oklahoma. We have a lot of respect for their program, Bob Stoops, their coaches, the great season that they had, this year. I think this game means a lot to both programs because of the rich tradition and history that both programs have, and certainly, both teams had a very successful year, and I think it'll be a fantastic matchup and most challenging for our players because of the quality of Oklahoma's team and their program.
Question?
How much time did you take off for this Christmas? I know you have 3 days, but how much time do you balance family with preparation?
Well, I think it's really important that, Christmas is a great holiday. The holiday season is something that I think brings together family, opportunity for everybody to have gratitude and appreciation for the relationships that they have and the family that they have. I think it's important for the players to be able to go home and be with their family. I also think it's important for the players to get a couple days where, they can sort of have some family time and then come back and get refocused. So we really took the 24th and 25th, and most of us either worked yesterday or worked our way here so that we can meet today and get back into preparation and get ready for today's practice.
How have you approached just preparing for their different quarterbacks? How's that gone in the first couple weeks of practice?
Well, I think that we have a lot of respect for both of their quarterbacks and what their capabilities are. I think both guys are capable of running their offense very efficiently and effectively. Both guys are dual threats in terms of their ability to run the ball and run the option and pull the ball on the dive and challenge you on the perimeter, as well as be able to throw the ball effectively in the play-action game or on 3rd down when they drop back a little more. And so I don't think there's a whole lot of difference in terms of what they do. I think their skill sets are a little bit different in terms of one guy being a big physical runner, the other guy being not as big but very athletic. So I think the players have to be very aware of the two styles that both of those guys have.
Coach, how did practices go leading up to the break? Do you feel like the team's kind of washed out the Auburn game now?
Well, I think that it's very important to see how players react, to disappointment in terms of, I don't think there's any question about the fact that you have a lot of regret when you play in a game like that, which is a very, very physical, tough game, and things don't work out very well, and maybe you didn't execute down the stretch like you needed to have a chance to win the game in the 4th quarter. But I think the key to the drill is how do you respond to that? How do you respond to the disappointment? How do you prepare to play the next game so that because there's going to be a lot of regret surrounding it if you don't prepare yourself properly, do the things you need to do to play your best football. And I think that's what our players have to have the maturity to realize and the pride in performance to go out and get ready to do.
Coach, can you talk about what it means to play in the Superdome? Alabama's kind of
been home in the Dome for a number of big games. You've won national championships there. Just maybe talk about playing in the Superdome.
Well, you know, the Superdome has been a special place for me personally, as well as there's a great history, you know, of Alabama football and the Sugar Bowl, and most recently that's all sort of occurred in the Superdome. So I think it's a special place for us. It's a special venue for us. I think that you know, we all look forward to it, and obviously when you play quality opponents here in big games, that makes it even more special. So it's really a unique opportunity, to be honest with you, and I think our players really look forward to it.
Coach, what did you learn from the whole Utah experience when you played here back then? I know it didn't turn out the way you wanted, and there's a lot of talk about teams that are the most motivated play the best in bowl games, and you know, how do you approach?
Well, I think, you know, that's probably true. You know, the teams that are most motivated play the best in bowl games. I would 100% agree with that. And I think that the way your team approaches a bowl game, the pride that they have in the performance, and understand the importance of, you know, our senior class has had a lot of success here. I think as a team we need to come together for them and their opportunity that they have to finish their career the right way. I also think that, you know, the way you play in the bowl game sort of has something to say about the future of your program, and each player has the opportunity to demonstrate individually and collectively as a team, you know, what they're going to be in the future and what we're going to be in the future. So I do agree with you that sometimes when a team is looking forward to something a little different than where they end up, that it could affect their approach. But I also think that, you know, players have to have the maturity and the respect for the opponent that they have and realize the importance of the game and get prepared to play their best in it.
You had 3 players named to the Senior Bowl roster today: C.J. Mosley, Cody Mandel, Kevin Norwood. I just wanted to get your thoughts on the importance of that game and the importance of the post-Alabama process when it comes to their prospects.
Well, I think the Senior Bowl is probably of all the postseason All-Star games is probably one that's most important for players in terms of their exposure because of the NFL's sort of tie-in with it and the coaches that coach it, and just about every team is represented there. It's also very important to us because it's in Mobile, in the state of Alabama, and I think there's a lot of interest in, you know, Alabama football players. I'm talking about from whatever school they go to in Alabama, to be involved in the game. But I also respect the fact that, you know, every player has got to make his decisions about what he does in terms of his future and where he is in terms of, you know, how he wants to represent himself in his future, you know, when his career's over at the University of Alabama. So we have a tremendous amount of respect for the Senior Bowl and the great job that they do. I think Phil Savage does a fantastic job, and I know the community does a great job and has a lot of pride in, you know, making that a special game, you know, for every all-star player who goes there to sort of display his talents and hopefully do something that enhances his future as an NFL player.
Take one more question.
Staying in the city, in this area, I mean, what kind of rules, what kind of curfews are in place for a week like this?
Well, you know, I think that we came here to play a good football game, and I think that's got to be the #1 priority. You like for players to have a good time when they go to bowl games. It's certainly a reward for the kind of season that they had, but I also think it's imperative that, you know, guys use good judgment in terms of how they represent themselves, their family, our team, the university. We all have a responsibility and obligation to do that in a first-class way, and I think you can have a lot of fun and enjoy yourself and have a lot of pride in how you represent yourself and the community that you represent in the University of Alabama and our team as well.
Thanks.